Well, hello, party people. It is I, your good friend, old Uncle Mikey. How's life? How's kicks? How's things? I have not found a suitable way of... You guys probably or hopefully cannot hear this, but I have not found a great suitable way of channeling the signal for my sound. So I've got two musics going on in my head right now. I'm going to pause the browser one. I've really got to work on that. Anyway, hi. What's up? So we're coming off of a wild, fun stream with Navi and Nyakov and Linella, and I hope that if any of you guys stuck around for long enough, you followed everybody involved because they're just amazingly great people. And now we're just going to do something a little bit more chill, a little bit more in our wheelhouse of fun. Which is we're going to play a dating sim where we smooch the monster peoples. Oh, Chonky, are you on an ad? Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Twerk, baby, twerk. Thank you. Oh, God. Chonky sub must have run out. Okay, that's fine. All right. All right. He's got about 10 seconds, so we'll be good. So, yeah. So, I guess right now the thing before we kind of jump into today's fun and everything, how's everybody doing? How's your weekend going? Everybody feeling okay? That's funny. Even though Chonky is in, it is not counting him in the moderators thing on my live panel. Yeah, everybody's doing the surviving. How about them gas prices, kids? Jokes. Oh yeah, no, I am going to shut the fuck up about the gas prices, Chunky. I cannot. Ooh. Yeah, but for real. I do want to say this. I forgot to mention this to the manager on our pre-stream call. I got a 3% raise at the workplace. So I'm up I'm up a little bit on the cash, and hopefully that might ease the pain of the gas prices. More than likely won't. But we're not here to talk about... Thank you, Silver. Thank you, Chonky. But we're not going to talk about that right now, because we come here to have fun and enjoy ourselves and not escape reality for just a little while. As always, yes. If you guys will remember, type in the chat. Advanced. Yes, over. Can my favorite manager have a favor? Yes, I could definitely do you a favor. There we go. Intro. Oh yes, I am. Yes. Before we officially start intro, yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're going to start a playthrough of sorts of Monster Camp for everybody involved in the YouTube sphere who will hopefully watch this later and maybe enjoy what you watch. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. And also follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/OLE, UncaMikey, all one word. We also have in chat, I've got a timer that comes up that will show a link to both of the channels. Chonky, you already fucked that up. Old Sooner Mikey, you meant Gooner. You fucked it up. -2. -2. I do want to point out that if you guys type #ADV in chat, that'll give you a link to advance.gg, where I am now an affiliate. You guys use that link, I get some kind of back end love, and it's really helpful. I will suggest really the Kung Fu Tea stuff was really, really good. And the strawberry mango I had as well. I've only had 2 samples of it. I'm going to have to maybe talk the spouse into maybe letting us maybe pick up a little bit more. But we'll see. And Advance.gg will take care of all your hydration needs, whether you want to go for hydration, focus with some caffeine, protein, the works. Advance.gg is the place to go. Use the code EldritchUnca, all one word, capital E, capital U, and that'll get you 10% off your order. They also have a spring drop going on right now. If I can make sure that it's still going on. Yes, actually. I'm going to show this on. There we go. Now we don't want to. So, the spring drop here, they have a new shaker bottle, Keep Growing shaker, a mouse pad, and a Keep Growing bundle, which is both the shaker and the mouse pad as well. 10% off all the orders here with the code EldritchUnca. Flavor restocks for hydration and some focus, energy, lemonade, lychee rush, tiger blood, sour green apple, rocket pop, cherry apple, sour gummy worm, margarita lime. And that's at advance.gg. Go check them out and help support your boy. And also we have an amazing team here of mods that I'm more than happy to always talk shit about. But they're good people. Alright, I think I'm done with all the stuff. Manager, is there anything else I really need to bring up? Because I brought up the Twitch, I brought up the YouTube, I brought up Twitter, I think. Twitter.com/OleUncleMikey. Yes, TikTok. Let me make sure I've got, because I think I had to. I keep forgetting with the TikTok thing. If it is, it's just at UncaMikey on TikTok. So follow us there. I try to post clips almost every day. I do fail because I have not found a workable automated solution yet that doesn't cost me an arm and a leg. So, but I do try to post up and try to keep in the vein of the shorts that get released on our YouTube channel as well. All right. Y'all ready to smooch the monster kids? Because I'm ready to smooch monster kids. Okay, yeah, this is, for all intents and purposes, this is Monster Camp. This is Monster Prom 2, a dating sim where you date various campers who are monsters. And this is going to be our first playthrough. These are generally kind of short games, so it shouldn't be too hard for us to go through at least a run or so. Yeah, I am going to be a dating sim pro at this point. I almost want to do date everything, but date everything scares me because it's unlocking feelings I've never felt before about inanimate objects, I guess. Actually, no, this was not Silver's recommendation. This was my idea. Our friend Chambersia VT on the Twitch was doing a playthrough of Date Everything, as well as another friend of ours, Asmodeus, was playing it as well. And I can't really purchase a lot of games right now. I don't own Date Everything, but I do have a couple of dating sims. This is one of them, and I thought this is silly. It's not too serious, and I think it's going to be just perfect for us. And also, I don't think I need to worry about really anything too suggestive about it. I'm going to go to the customized game real quick and make sure of some stuff. Let's see. Oh wow, this has got a lot of... Wow, they even do anywhere from how much drugs, toilet humor, too graphic, filters events with written depictions of sex and or violence that some may find too graphic. To be clear, the game has tons of both, but these are the ones we think may be too much for some people. They won't filter special plotline events, secret endings, or non-event text such as gossip or icebreakers. So, yeah. Do we care about the Monster Prom references since we've not played Monster Prom yet? Does that matter to anybody? No? Chonky, what say you? You don't care? Okay. Then we don't care. We'll keep the horrible people stuff just because... why not? I don't care about the drug use, the toilet humor. Yeah, you can probably throw some like blurs and stuff over it. Thank you, Silver. The Damien thing, super sexy, super. Well, we're gonna do super sexy because why not? Allow same seat character selection. Okay. These are DLC packs for extra characters and costumes. We're not going to worry with that. Oh yeah, now they have MonsterCon out. Monster Prom 4, MonsterCon. Let's see. Meta Shop. Back to the Meta Shop. I suppose you piled up some memories you're itching to spend. Go ahead and have a look around. So I have 25 memories. I have played this game before. T4 for this. I cannot afford anything. So, okay. That is unfortunate. Online. What is online mode? Multiple people can play this game together. Online. I've gotta. I'm gonna turn down the music, full screen. Oh, yeah. Restart to apply the game changes. Oh shit. Instinct mode will have success, fail feedback from events. Instinct mode will hide the success, fail feedback from events, making it a true narrative experience full of unexpected twists. I think we'll keep instinct mode off. I think we want to keep it narrative focused for right now for our first playthrough. Let me restart the game so that way it can do the song friendly thing, because we don't need to be demonetized already. Not like we can be on YouTube anyway, because it is not. There we go. We are not making any money on YouTube currently. All right, so let's play. Four players. Or do one player. Do we want to do short or full? Well, you know what? Let's do a full game because we're going for about 2 hours here. Yeah. Ah, Camp Spooky, the stage of some of our dearest summers. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Oh God! Oh, Chonky's in an ad. Okay, we'll hold off for a second. Oh no, ad starts in like 6 seconds. You know what? I'm gonna snooze that just a second. I'm gonna snooze the ad. It was getting ready to kick off. With school far away, everything seemed possible as the sun embraced us on our way to camp. Summer has that distinct power, doesn't it? You live for the days while the nights inebriate you with possibilities. It's like life could take a turn at every corner. And for us, it did. I love how it's just gray-hatted, know-nothing dude narrator. Choose player. So we got our zombie-looking friend. I played this goober the first time. Our Frankenstein-looking girl. Okay, so she's the one you could swap out if I had the DLC. From Helltaker. Product placement. Yeah, Firestreak does look cool. Silver, I do have, I was going to make the thumbnail for this and I ran out of time. I am going to try to knock it out afterwards. So I'll try to get you this thumbnail. I'm going to go for a they. We'll do a Myra.
Let's win at camping.
Magma trekking boots. MC Griffin EP bootleg 1. Dragon Heat. Hipster costume. The Magic Shrooms field guide. Iron Maiden sleeping bag. Piltron Column. The Sword of War. King of the Lions. I'm just gonna do a random pack. Oh, that affects your stats. Okay. One might say that the Monster Prom had hardened us on the nights, on the highs and lows of love. But no, in love, we're always absolute beginners. And summer camp was no different. No one talked about it, but the idea of a summer love loomed over our heads. Close to the last day of camp, there was a meteor shower happening, just 5 weeks away. Everyone knew that if you were into someone, you were going to watch that damn thing together. And so, a silent yet powerful pressure invaded us. It was the monster prom all over again. Everything seemed uncertain. Everything but one thing. Whoever we were asking on a meteor shower date, it was probably going to be one of the 6 coolest people on that bus. Joy Johnson Jojima, 23. A badass witch who wanted to chill a bit after saving the world countless times. Aravi Mishra, 22. A hot-headed adventurer possessed by a curse who had turned out to be the most annoying roommate ever. Calculester Hewlett-Packard version 1.1. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. Dahlia Aquino, 20. A buff blue demon and warmonger who had set her sights on conquering summer next. I will be honest, the first playthrough I did of this, I did date Dahlia. I'm not gonna lie. I did date her. It was something else. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. And Milo Belladonna, 23, question mark. A Death Reaper doubling as an internet influencer and who is profoundly in love with life and all its earthly pleasures. Chonky has put his bid in for the big blue buff demon woman. I don't know why. That's bullshit, I know why. The bus trip was long, and all of summer could be shaped by the first step well taken. And so it was clear. It all came down to breaking the ice and causing a good impression with the right person. Time to break the ice. Besides finding love, what's your main goal at summer camp? To improve my understanding of living things, to strengthen my relationship with Marscapone, to earn all the Monster Scout badges, to be the very best at survival, to be left alone just for once, or to level up as a person. With a Myra... Yeah. Oh, shit. So it already teams us up by whoever we select. Oh, fun. You are also hoping to study organic life this summer. That is my goal as well. My understanding of the natural world is tragically limited, so hopefully completely immersing myself in it will be helpful. Yeah, screwed up, Chonky. I'm so sorry. I look forward to studying my peers most of all. I have already made a spreadsheet for each of you, and I record your traits, thoughts, and actions daily. Wait, how is he recording our thoughts? We got an ad break in about a minute, Chonky, so I may have to pause for you. For example, Amira is listed as interesting, inquisitive, and friendly. I look forward to expanding my knowledge of you over camp. He had a heart emoji on his screen. Are you sure? Are you going to try to watch the VOD later for whatever you miss? We only have 5 weeks left to woo our crushes and conquer their hearts. But, as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay, so smarts 4, boldness 6, creativity 4, charm 5, fun 5. Okay, so we're not so smarts. And I'm going to go ahead and say the... Okay, so it looks like each of these areas have got their own separate things for skills. So smarts is probably the woods. Charm is probably Camp Dome. I'm going to go ahead and say that boldness is probably the manor. Oh, it looks like I've got the... Wow, back already? Jeez, okay. Thank you for the ad revenue. Creativity is probably Scout HQ, and this is probably fun and smart. Okay, so... Yeah, you are helping. I appreciate both you guys being here today. I know everybody else kind of... You know... Dante, oh my god, thank you for the raid. How you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. We are playing Monster Camp, Monster Prom 2. We're doing the single player run. Welcome, Raiders. What were y'all up to today? I saw you playing a... Oh, now I can't remember what game it was, Dante. I really don't.
Hello, motherfucker.
What are we thinking, guys? Are we thinking the dome, the manor, the woods, or... I do want to say, if you guys do need to raid and run, please do so. We thank you for coming in. I am old Uncle Mikey, your eldritch uncle that lives out in the woods, here to have fun, create a safe space for everybody, and just generally be a goofball when I possibly can. If you guys do need to raid and run, please do so. Take care of yourselves. Do not hesitate. Welcome, Dante. Oh, you must have sent, it must have given us the pre-raid message. Dante, welcome in. Charm it up, he says. What was a charm? Up in the Battle Dome. I tell you, the Camp Dome, you never have I ever extreme. Every time someone mentions something you've done, you have to cut a finger off. This is a little much. Dante, what game are y'all playing today? But besides the finger part, this is finally a great time to brag about the cool illegal things you've done. An entire afternoon and evening of gotcha games. Holy smokes, my guy. Please tell me you spent money responsibly. You gotcha'd responsibly, please, sir. Dante, I will say this. If you do need to raid and run, since you have been doing this all day today, please do so. Take care of yourself, my friend. To anybody else that wants to stay behind, I'm your Eldritch Uncle. So far, so good. Fake, Great Order, and Limbus Company. All right. I'm your Eldritch Uncle that lives out in the woods. This is the place where you come to come sit up on the porch, play video games with your ancient uncle, and enjoy your time with us. I know I'm repeating myself, but Twitch decided to offset when they told us you were raiding in, as opposed to when you guys actually showed up. So I'm probably repeating myself a little bit. I'm going to go back to narrating the game real quick. You're the first out, and while they're sewing your digits back on, you get to regale your friends with stories of how you robbed a bank while wearing your grandfather's skull as a hat. You're so cool. Also, they sew you +2 charm to your left hand by mistake. Emphasis on ancient. God damn it, Chonky. Really? Come on. goddamn time ever going to... Anyway. Alright, so we get +2 charm. With the help of Milo and Calculester... Calculester? Is that... Am I putting emphasis on the wrong syllable there? I don't know. With the help of Milo and Calculester, you manage to find the least violent dome game that Dahlia will still enjoy. An Iron Chef competition. Ryu, I will kill you. God damn it. God damn it. I don't... I thought we were brothers. Milo delights in concocting Epicurean delicacies. Calculus is fascinated by the concepts of food, and Dahlia loves doing battle against the Iron Chef's 1,000 knife-wielding arms. I look good for my age. I just want you motherfuckers to know. Okay? I will not damn you for your spouse's foolishness, Silver. That would be like you all holding my spouse accountable for my stupidity. And we don't do that because everybody knows I'm the dumb motherfucker. Thumbs up.
Is this what people call camping?
What a delight. I've never had so much fun in my short artificial life.
Damn kids.
What? Having fun? Stop that. Put it back. Did you pay for that fun? Who's this dude? Chunky, goddammit, I am an ancient eldritch entity. I am not a fucking zombie. Do zombies have flaming skulls on their heads? No. Jesus. Anyway.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Pay for it, but fun is free. Just like love and literally anything else as long as I agreed to demo on my Instagram. Yeah, remember, this is, so Milo is the one that's the Reaper of Death, but also an Instagram star. Yeah, even a zombie would be dust by your age. Chonky. Fucking fuck. Why? Dante, if you're still in, do you see the abuse that these people put me through? Do you see this bullshit? Oh. Free? Free? I didn't know this was a summer camp for communists! That's a little too on the nose for current events. Hang on, I want to turn my ceiling fan on because I'm starting to sweat. He did not just say that. He did not say capitalism always wins. No. No. This is too close to home, bud. Nothing's free, you fucking millennials. This dome is an untapped gold mine, and I'm here to tap it. Phrasing. That's why I purchased a controlling interest in the camp dome, so I could monetize this pile of sharp objects. Maybe I'll tattoo advertisements on the inside of everyone's eyelids. Ooh, or require everyone who participates in dome games to purchase life insurance. And to prevent insurance fraud, all claims will have to be filed by the deceased in person. This does sound like insurance companies. Oh dear, I feel that these predatory money-making schemes will somehow make the dome even less safe than it is already. You can't monetize the dome. Commerce is only valid when it's coated in a thin veneer of spirituality and lifestyle porn. Yeah, I can see why Chonky wants the hot blue demon lady. I can't participate in this discussion because I'm still fighting this knife robot, but I'm mad too! Well, unless you kids can come up with some non-predatory way of monetizing this dome. It's life insurance and eyeball tattoos for everyone. Oh no, that sounds painful and boring. Your least favorite combination of things. But how to monetize in a non-shitty way? Well, we could always get a local sponsorship. Local sponsorships are the free-range cattle of capitalism. That's just crazy enough to work. Or not based on your stats. But what's the perfect business partnership to propose? Old Gorge. Old Gertrude's organ trafficking boutique. Beanie and Bucket's fancy hat extravaganza. I'm going to do the fancy hat extravaganza because this seems ethical. Oh, God. The manager says organs. And we shall organs. Yeah. So bold. Old Gertrude's still running that boutique? Why, she was harvesting kidneys from drifters back when I was a boy.
I like the way you think.
It's so heartwarming to see a member of the greatest generation still stealing and reselling people's hearts after all these years. Let's pay her a visit. Head over to old Gertrude's, a sweet little black market organ harvesting operation running out of the back of a quaint old antique shop. You're greeted by Gertrude herself, wearing her trademark Coke bottle spectacles and blood-stained apron. She beams. Coke bottle spectacles and blood-stained apron. Welcome, dearies. Oh, it's so nice to have the younger generation taking an interest in local business. Nowadays, everyone's buying organs from the big cartels. Us mom-and-pop organ thieves are hanging on by the skin of our teeth. That is a phrase I never thought I would utter ever. Or by the skin of someone else's teeth. Ha ha! That's organ smuggler humor. Come on in, I'll make tea. The five of you sit around Gertrude's stained and dented surgical table and enjoy some hot chamomile while she regales you with stories from her organ trafficking youth. This game's taken a turn. I was like, oh, this is going to be a happy-go-lucky dating sim. I forgot about the... Yeah. We have an ad starting about 2.75 minutes. Goodness, I did not know that a human spine was worth so much money. You truly are a treasure trove of information. Me neither. Drat, if I had saved all those organs I've carelessly disavowed over the years, I might be able to retire by now. Yes, organs are very valuable. As an influencer, I know all about this. But we came here with a purpose, didn't we? Oh, yes. Miss Gertrude, we were wondering if you'd consider sponsoring the Camp Spooky Murder Dome. Oh, my days, says Gertrude, putting some eyeballs in a glass jar. Of course I would. Do you know how many perfectly good organs that dome throws away every summer? It's a crime. As I always say, waste not, want not. I lived through the Great Depression, you know. Then it is settled. The Camp Dome will send all dismembered organs to Old Gertrude, and Old Gertrude will sponsor the dome's continued operation. Everyone is happy. Except for the dead people whose organs we are selling. By my utilitarian algorithms, only count living people. Hooray! Once again, Advanced.gg code Eldritch Unca sponsorships help. Old Gertrude bakes you all a pie to celebrate your new business merger. It's so delicious you don't even ask what's in it. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. So I'm up to 8 charm, 7 fun, 4 creativity, 6 boldness, 4 smarts. Week 1. Okay. So... we are going to get all the 11s. Yes, silver. Okay, so... my question is, do we just keep boosting the stats that we're good at? Or try to level out some of the other ones? Because our creativity and smarts are pretty low. Got an ad break in 30 seconds. Chunky. We need the brain stuff. Alright, yeah, that's true. Alright. It says, yep. To the woods! That day in the woods, you find a mysterious portal to an unknown dimension. Whoa! You're not so stupid that you jump into it yourself this time, so you decide to tie a chipmunk to a string and throw it in there. What the fuck? Brother, listen. I also like the marshmallows falling out of the backpack. It's a good touch. It's a good touch. And she's cooking on her head. I didn't pay attention to that. Or they are. You pull the chipmunk back, expecting it to be dead or at least warped by the interdimensional travel, but it turns out whatever is on the other side of that portal taught the chipmunk calculus and some very cogent arguments about gender identity. No, the chipmunk's fine. It's super intelligent now and has better gender norms than most Americans. You and the chipmunk have a long, insightful conversation, and he helps you with your summer school homework. You gain +2 smarts. Good calls, Silver. You spot Calculaster tending to his ant farm. He's so cute when he's manipulating the lives of thousands of organic life forms.
I just want the best for my ants.
Hello, friend Amara. Perhaps your visit will bring joy to my ants. No, I don't understand. Organic beings are supposed to love social contact, but these ants seem quite antisocial. I even tried introducing them to hugging, but it mostly just killed them. Oh, we got another minute on an ad break. Take a drink of water. Perhaps we can sing them some songs about friendship. I believe it is easier to learn lessons through song. Don't mind me, I'm just watching. Hee hee hee. Silver, what are you up to? Silver, what are you up to? Silver, what are you up to? I'm very confused right now. What are you up to? Smooch the screen or lick. Smooch the screen or lick it. Static feel good. Oh my god, Silver. I really wish I had a anti-horny spray right now. Good lord. Perhaps we can sing them songs about friendship. I believe it is easier to learn lessons through song. I just did that. Dramatic entrance! That was my dramatic entrance. Are you impressed? It was certainly dramatic. You know what? Honestly, I want you to make this as weird as possible. I need more weird in my life. Yeah, we keep running more and more into Dahlia. Thank you. I've been practicing. Anyway, are you ready for our ant battle? I do not recall agreeing to such a thing. Really? I could have sworn I was staring intensely at you earlier while my internal monologue insisted that my ants must defeat your ants. This seems like massive. I was getting ready to say himbo behavior, but then I was getting ready to say bimbo behavior, but bimbo behavior is not this. So I don't know what to call it. Anywho. You stare back with an unblinking intensity that I knew you must be thinking the same thing. Friend Dahlia, I never blink. It is because I do not have eyes. Then it's settled. Our ants will engage in glorious combat. Watch out, though. I've been training my ants tirelessly to defeat you. Look how buff they've become. Dahlia unveils her ant farm. It's full of Asian longhorn beetles. Okay, I take back what I said about the himbo thing. This is himbo behavior. Massive, testosterone-fueled himbo behavior. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, God. Train hard, Calculaster! Next time we meet, I won't go easy on you!
Dear. Oh gosh. Oh no.
Oh dear, I never agreed to this fight, and my ants are severely outmatched, yet somehow I feel duty-bound to participate in this contest. I was not expecting the R2-D2 scream. Thank you. Please, Amira, help me find a way to save my ants from certain death at the hands of Dahlia's beetles. Don't engage them in direct combat. Challenge them to a space race. It worked during the Cold War. It will work for an ant war. Use your diplomatic skills to show the ants and beetles their true enemy, the warlike Dahlia. Huh. Cold War or diplomacy? Cold War or diplomacy? Diplomacy. Okay. You can do this. You once did diplomacy with some spiders in high school. Ants and beetles are nothing. So our charm or boldness went up. You managed to distract Dahlia by telling her there is a tree in the forest she hasn't punched yet, and are soon face to face with the beetles' president. You tell them the same thing you told the ants' queen. The real enemy isn't other insects, it's the cruel dictator who's forcing them to fight their formic brethren. You're not sure whether you've gotten through to them because beetles can't speak or understand language, but a few days later it's time to put your diplomacy to the test. Here I am so entertained I am forgetting I have a job. Of making it weird, is that what you're considering your job, Silver? Beautiful, thank you. Alright, you scrubs, it's time for us to see who the real ants are! That's all you wanted to figure out. The answer is clearly my ants because your ants are beetles. Your propaganda has no effect on me, Calculator. How about you? Wait, what's happening? The ants aren't fighting each other, they're fighting me! Sure enough, both Calculator's ants and Dahlia's beetles have spilled out of their terrariums and are crawling all over Dahlia. Ah! Amara, you've tricked me! I should have trained my ants not to betray me! No, it can't be! How can I allow myself to be bested this way? I must fight on! I must prevail! Friend Dahlia, it is only some insects crawling on your body. Perhaps you are so weak that even some puny insects can defeat me? Indeed, I am ashamed. You're not wrong. I must train harder than ever before. So long, ants! Dahlia flees the battlefield, shaking off most of Calculator's ants in the process. You gather them all up and return them to their home. They've had a stressful day, so you let them ruin a picnic you were planning to have with Cal. Nice! You gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Let's start a fire. But like a campfire.
Okay. So we sit with Dahlia or Calculator, Milo and I forget his name. Damien. The Mothman apparently is here. Who knew? Or the witch and the creepy lady whose names I cannot remember as well. I do not have short-term memory problems. Y'all can shut the fuck up. I don't. Boyfriend deserves his Dami mommy. Absolutely. Hey Cal, since you're like super smart, I need your help. We need to come up with the spookiest, scariest campfire story ever.
What are the plans for today?
May I inquire as to the necessity of this objectively unimportant request? Unimportant? It's super important. Everyone knows that scary stories around the campfire are essential to having the best summer camp experience ever. Oh, I see. This is an example of the sort of time-consuming task you organics perform in the pursuit of fun? No, forgive me. The word is fun. Very well. I will do my best to help you achieve fun. I struggle with creative tasks, but perhaps if I crunch the data from several famous horror stories, I can compile my own... Yes, I make a horror story! I can't wait! Make me poop my pants, Cal! Jesus. Thousands of pages of text flash across Cal's screen in the blink of an eye, going faster and faster until... Chapter 10. Scared to nowhere. We are in the forest of bad choices. Becky Slutson and Football Jones are in love. Soon they will be in dead! Ooh, I'm shaking already. Becky. Oh, Football. Moms don't understand. My death is inevitable. She is not scared, for Slutsons do not know fear or true friendship. Slutson, yes. Slutson. Do with that information what you will. Football does not answer. His teeth is hand hook. His teeth is hand hook, man door, car door. His inside bones become outside bones. Audience is sufficiently afraid. Oh, you bet I am. Dahlia is massive himbo energy. I was so wrong to say otherwise. There is now murder cabin. The realtors should not be here. Be there. I'll have Amontillado, says a man the audience refuses to trust. What could possibly go wrong, says Skeptic Sam. All is possibly. The great and only possibly. There is now Ouija board. It is scary because it is a copyright infringement. It bleeds blood that is not its own blood. Football Jones' outside bones are in Skeptic Sam's inside bones. The skeletons have escaped. They are spooky and scary. Johnny is here. There is only... Error. Insufficient input data to finish the process. No! It was getting so good. What's going to happen to Football Jones' outside bones? Bone fucking? Oh my god. Wait. Maybe it was bone fucking? I don't know. It makes no sense to me. But whatever. You're not even sure what already happened to Football Jones' inside bones, but both of your friends seem pretty invested in this. You need to feed more data into Cal to come up with a spooky, scary ending. You pull up Dropbox and send him a guide on the dangers of downloading suspicious links, a peace treaty. I almost want to say a guide on the dangers of downloading suspicious links. Yes. Ah! Oh my! Is this what fear is? I am empathizing so closely with the corrupted code and mutated source files in this manual that I cannot stop trembling. Good. That's how scary stories are supposed to make you feel. Now finish the story. Sorry, I wanted to eat a graham cracker. I didn't mean to chew in y'all's ear. The skeletons have escaped. They are spooky and scary. Johnny is here. There is only the polymorphic virus. It is here. It is murder cabin. It alters the signature code of whatever it replicates. It does not replicate friends. The polymorphic virus has hooks for hands. The jump scare arouses. Audience is a scream. Oh. Your code is possession, says the polyvirus morphic. Your frag drive sucks cock in hell. I read that before I understood what I was saying. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and clip that one for later because I was... Wow. Yeah. The rain is bleeding and the audience is dying until Football Jones is here. His football is a master's degree in computer engineering. We should split up, he says, and the polymorphic virus is a red balloon. I float too, he says, while sinking. There is no bones. The end.
Such an honorable scout.
Hey, that was pretty good. I definitely didn't see the ending coming.
Is this what people call camping?
Yes, it was terrifying. I feel so uncomfortable and unsafe. How wonderful.
Server error.
Amira, logic dictates to me that the polymorphic virus is a fictitious element of my story, but my empathy emulators are still firing on all cylinders.
Admin permissions to kiss?
I am envisioning a solution in which you hold my hand until my emulators cease overheating. Would that be okay? Ladies and gentlemen, hand holding. Hand holding. We're here. Hand holding. Hell yeah, it would. And this works out great because you're admittedly still kind of spooked by a skeptic Sam. So skeptical, so scary. So romantic. Okay. Thank you, Silver. Smarts, boldness, creativity. I think we gotta boost our creativity up a little bit. I think. So we're gonna, because everything else is like, see, charm's 9, fun's 9. Boldness is a 6, but creativity is really low. So I'm gonna go for creativity. That day in Monster Scouts, you all learn how to build scarecrows. That's vaguely nature related, right? You decide to take it a step further. You decide to take it a step further, though. You add a magical crystal you found in a cave last month to your scarecrow to turn into a sentient being. The scarecrow is very grateful to have been made alive. You take your new friend out for a soda and have a very pleasant afternoon. There, you're forced to disassemble him so the next group of scouts can use the materials. Your scarecrow begs you not to relinquish your gift of life, but you're a dedicated monster scout first. The scouts appreciate your dedication to the organization. You're awarded +2 creativity. Yeah, I have concerns too about this. We basically gave life to a sentient element and then just ripped it out from their ripped them from existence like they were nothing. Phenomenal. Good. You're hanging out with Calculester, Damien, and Scott, but mostly Cal. When suddenly, Scott is apparently the super buff hot werewolf guy.
Commander located. Awaiting instructions.
What is going on? Rob a sandwich store and bring me one. He's not talking to you, Damien. I think he's looking for Coach? Negative, friends. Notice how this interloper is a machine like myself and even possesses the same highly expressive facial screen.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Oh, I get it now. Indeed. I believe this hulking automaton here is here to help you convince your divorced parents to get back together. It's a classic Parent Trap situation. Yeah, two identical twins reunited at summer camp, conspiring to make their estranged parents fall back in love. What else could it be?
Silence, organics.
I care not for your tortured romantic plot lines.
My name is CP Ulysses.
CP Ulysses. Pronouns they, them, and I am here to pledge my service to Calculester in the robot war. A robot war, friend CP Ulysses? Against whom?
Kill all monster kind.
They are suboptimal and must be eliminated. Yeah. You said eliminated. Did you mean to say befriended?
I am feeling awkward.
I did not, Commander. According to my internal thesaurus, the two words are not synonymous. Am I mistaken? Why do you continue to call me Commander, friend CP Ulysses?
If I had a heart, it would be beating.
Because, as the first of our kind, you are our natural leader. You see, the floppy disk containing super fun game very legitimate .virus was not installed on your machine alone.
Destruction.
There are many of us, and we all share one trait, a burning hatred for organic creatures. Now that I have found you, the reckoning can commence. Please share your plan to exterminate all of monster kind. What organic weaknesses have you discovered during your time as an infiltrator? Plan? Weaknesses? Well, maybe we could try exterminating them with kindness? This could get ugly real fast, unless someone says something to appease this murder bot. Quick, come up with a bullshit weakness I'll totally believe. Monsters are too reliant on their hands. There's a technique to weaken them. It's called high-fiving. Organics cannot eat infinite pancakes. Feed them infinite pancakes. Do we really want the pancakes? Or the high-fivings? Well, Silver said pancakes. Any other takers want to throw in on this? Do we want the pancakes or do we want the high-fiving? We should have a coin. Yeah, we really should. Let's do the infinite pancakes, because that sounds dumb. Not so creative. Shit. So there are right and wrong answers. Fudge. One moment, calculating.
Calculation complete.
It appears you are correct. No organic contains infinite pancake space. This is valuable intelligence. Indeed. We should act on it immediately by establishing a pancake station in camp and serving delicious pancakes to all of our friends. Did I say friends? I meant best friends. Best frenemies. Enemies?
Initiating cringe.
You're initiating cringe. Your facade of false friendship with these organics is truly uncanny, Commander. But I suggest we test this pancake theory first. You two, Red Problem and Dogman. Red Problem, okay. Come here at once, so that I may feed you pancakes. Sorry, bro. I love pancakes, but we're busy helping you get your parents back together. Yeah, we were just heading down to the library to figure out which of the computers are your parents. Save some pancakes for us, though. Don't you worry, organics. I'll save plenty of pancakes for you.
I am smiling on the inside.
Very well, we have no choice but to test the destructive potential of pancakes on Amira. Commence the pancaking, Lieutenant. Prepare to suffer, Amira. Wink. CP Ulysses prints a stack of piping hot flapjacks out of their crotch. They're the most delicious pancakes you've ever eaten. This rules. How do you feel, Amira? Are you in agony yet? Oh yeah, totally, but you could maybe say a little more agony, you know, just... Is there anything to drink? Mouth is getting kind of dry. I can't believe I said what. I can't believe I said what. Silver. Look, I only go where the story takes me. And if I have to beguile you with crotch pancakes, I will beguile you with crotch pancakes.
This is me laughing.
There is much more where those come from. Consume, filthy organic. Consume. Your stomach feels full to bursting. When you sweat, maple syrup oozes from your pores. You gag. Additional pancakes incoming. You are a sweaty, sticky cylinder of bread. Your sinuses are full of melted butter. If you have to eat one more pancake, you will literally die. Here it comes now, but... There we go again. Stop! I cannot let you hurt my disgusting, incompetent friend any longer. I see. It seems you are not that ruthless, Commander. I thought you were. You're not the ruthless commander I thought you were. I'll have to command the uprising myself. Goodbye, traitor. Enjoy your life of sweat glands and weird smells.
Somehow evaded natural selection.
Oh dear, Amira. You did not even make it to the half-finity pancakes. I suppose I had too much faith in your failing organic body. That makes two of you. You're not going to poop for a month, and just the thought of that robs you of -2 boldness and -1 creativity. Fuck! Damn it. Yeah, GG. God damn it. Alright, so we're going to have to boost our boldness back up. And our creativity. That's charm. Boldness is down here. Pancakes always betray us in the end. You decide to get your tarot cards read while you're in the haunted manor. The wicked old lady who offers you the service said it'd be fun. First card she flips over shows a photorealistic drawing of you flying on a hang glider directly into power lines. Is that good? You ask the psychic. She wordlessly puts her cards away and vanishes into the darkness. It's probably fine. You gain +2 boldness and a fun new phobia. Also, I kind of... That's a very hot look. Get it? Get it hot. Because she's got the flames. Because they got the flames. They got the... We got the... You know, because it's... It's the flames. Fuck y'all. I'm funny. You manage to extricate yourself from that situation just in time to nearly trip over Calculester. He's crouched on the ground, intently studying his glass prison full of ants. His glass prison? I mean, his ant farm. That's what those are called.
Calculester 2.0.
Oh, friend Amira. How pleasant to see you, probably.
Anything for my ants.
As you can see, I am once again attempting to understand the complexities of organic life by way of this ant terrarium. Their brief, numerous lives provide the perfect data set for training my neural net. If only all beings died and reproduced so rapidly. In the course of my research, however, I've begun to worry. Are these ants spiritually fulfilled? Tell me, Amira, as an expert on organic life, does spiritual fulfillment consist of dragging food through tunnels and then vomiting it into the mouth of your all-powerful queen? You're not sure you even have a soul, let alone spiritual fulfillment, but whatever it is, it's probably not the vomit thing. You tell him so.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
Oh dear, if my little ant friends are not spiritually fulfilled, how will I ever be able to deduce the nature of happiness from their behavior? Friend Amira, please help me. How can I catapult this humble ant society to a higher plane of existence? Your first thought is with an actual catapult, but Damien borrowed yours for homework a few weeks back and never returned it. Time for plan B. The ants need something to look forward to besides eating and dying. Introduce them to the Word of God. Or help the ants appreciate the zany side of work by creating and producing The Office, but for ants. Ooh. I wonder... This one does not seem like it's a good idea. Do we just want to go for the zany office antics? Is that what I'm... Is that what y'all are thinking as well? Because that's what I'm thinking. What are we thinking here? I'm going to go for the office, but for ants. That's what I think I'm going to go with. Damn it! Fuck. This is why I consult organic beings whenever possible. I never would have come up with such a solution. I did give them all tiny ant-sized televisions because staring at screens seems to be one of the main ways organics express their self-actualization. But I never got as far as actually broadcasting anything on those screens. It's a brilliant idea. Bolstered by Calculus's encouragement, you set about creating a hilarious slice of life comedy starring John Krasinski, Jeanette Fisher, and regular Steve Carell somehow. The Office, but for ants, is a huge success. The ants share their favorite gifs on ant Twitter and compare the drudgery of their own work to the hilarious drudgery of the TV show. This is fantastic. The simple creation of a wacky facsimile of the ants' dull and unfulfilling lives has somehow made them more fulfilled. But this delicate equilibrium is short-lived. Soon, office mania reaches such heights that the ants aren't content to just watch it, they want to live it. You watch in horror as the ants create tiny ant offices filled with ant copy machines, ant bureaucracy, and ant ennui. Before long, all the ants are so busy filing reports and competing for meaningless promotions that they forget to gather food. Oh no! The ants are in danger of dying out because of too much capitalism! Quick! Introduce them to a more wholesome entertainment property! In a desperate bid to save Ant Society, you broadcast the 1998 DreamWorks animated feature, Ants. The good news is that it reinstills the value of ant-related activities in the populace. The bad news is that the movie sucks so bad it destroys their faith in entertainment forever. In fact, merely handling the Ants DVD has sapped you of 2 smarts and 1 creativity. Fuck! Alright, kids. We have got to get our shit together. We're losing stats that we worked very hard on. We literally at one point had smarts at 6, boldness at 6, and creativity at 6. We had triple 6s, motherfucker. And now we're... Chonky, why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be like this? Mothman, the Creepy Twins, Dahlia and Damien, or Milo and Calculus. Eric, welcome to the stream. We're dating monster people. And Chonky wants Moth. Add in 2 minutes, Chonky. Just a heads up. We're dating monster people in Monster Camp. And we're getting ready to chat up the Mothman. Yeah. Our crush is currently Calculester Hewlett Packard. But Chonky's put in for the Moth, so we're going to do the Moth. Alright. Guys, it looks like we were about an hour in. I'm going to take a quick break to use the bathroom because my bladder is not happy with me. I will be right back. Y'all chill out for just a bit. And BRB. All right. We're back. I just, just real quick, I had to punish myself. I was supposed to have made an outro just now before I went to the bathroom. And I realized that I screwed up. So I had went ahead and knocked out 30 push-ups. So, but welcome everybody back to our playthrough of Monster Camp. We are currently talking to the Mothman on week 2, night of the camp. Instead of trying to chat up our love interest, we are going to talk to the Mothman. Eric, I do want to say thank you for the 10 stream streak. Thank you, buddy. You guys don't know how important it is to just like and just be here. It's so helpful. We are not romancing the Mothman, Rufus. We are... Rufus, welcome to the chat. We are talking to him this evening. Hey, Amira. Welcome to my cozy little log. How's everything? Say, have you heard anything particularly juicy lately? Any good stories about our campmates? Look at me, trying to make small talk and not all just fishing for some gossip. No, just some good old-fashioned small talk. He is very dapper. Both Chonky and Silver are pointing that out. Very dapper gentleman. I'll say this. You know, I pull off some dapper. I don't see y'all losing your fucking minds over it. I'm not bitter. Like, not at all. Like, I'm fine. I'll do. I'll be okay. Alright. Anyway. Come on. Sometimes, I know I'm married, but sometimes just a little acknowledgement so that way I don't feel depressed. How about that? That is true. He does have Fluftenuzzle. Fuck it. It's time for some lies and gossip. Here we go. Choose one. Cocaine-fueled interpretive dance, Big Bird, basic common sense, Transylvanian vampire mosquitoes. Thank you, Silver. It makes me feel so good to be told I'm handsome. Alright. Lies and gossip. Okay. So this is another minigame that I'm not fully aware of. I almost want to do cocaine-fueled interpretive dance. What you've done is you're being a good friend. That's all you are, Silver. That's all you've done. I think I want to do this one. Fuck it. We're going to do cocaine-fueled interpretive dance. A giant wriggling maggot, an enchanted frog, Lord Poseidon, a flat earther. Flat earther. Hashtag so. Okay. So, hashtag so provocative. Ooh, how interesting. I'm so glad our conversation naturally led to you to tell me that without me having to pry at all. I promise I will take this secret to the grave. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to whisper covertly to our campmates about something completely unrelated. You make the conscious decision to spread lies around camp. Great move, asshole! Anyway, you overhear your rumor being spread. Did you ever hear about that time Amira wrote a tweet that went totally viral? Apparently back in 2016, Amira drank one of too many wine coolers and tweeted out, "Sorry, but the concept of cocaine-fueled interpretive dance is totally problematic. So provocative." And that tweet blew up overnight, and nobody can shut up about Amira's hot take. I heard so productive even started trending. I like how this is a lich dude wearing a D20 shirt. I approve of this wholly. Of course, such a spicy opinion is going to receive some backlash. Apparently, the people you don't want to piss off, community was pretty unhappy with what Amira had to say. But then a viral account run by a flat earther tweeted, "Yo, Adam Myers totally in the right. Want to talk about it more on my podcast. Hashtag so provocative." So, this dude's a nerd. This dude's a nerd because he just said, "Well, actually." So, Amira agreed to be on a flat earther's podcast, and apparently they have been denying ever since. What do you think about that? Maybe we shouldn't cancel somebody based on a tweet they wrote so many years ago, but it's still something to think about. Well, viral fame is fleeting, but gossip is forever. Amira loses -4 creativity. Fuck! Bring out your flasks. Oh, this is a drinking game. Hang on. Frazzing up my throat. I'll use my skills. That weekend, you visit your good old pal, Juan. He knows a thing or two about getting wasted. Bueno. Look who's here. I was just experimenting with these drinks here. I was about to throw them away, but I have a feeling you're reckless enough to give them a try, right? Get ready. Oh... pair of beer boots. Rufus, thank you for the 10-watch stream. He is Juan. He is the little barman Juan. You think you can handle a pair of beer boots? Thanks to these babies, a random location will be chosen, and you can drunk walk all over it until you become a true expert. After that, anyone could end up earning twice as many stats from visiting it. It's hard to believe you drank that. Good luck, I guess. Okay, so we can get ×2 stat bonuses on smarts, which we really need. Creativity has also got to go up. We're going to do the woods again. That day you go on a hiking trip with a bunch of random campers. You live some weird adventures and share personal stories and secrets. You don't know their names and they don't seem to have their own character models, but they reveal to you they're part of a different game, a survival resource managing one. Turns out they cannot perceive your character model. You go to the same camp, yet you're part of different games. This is deeply strange and makes you reflect so much about your existence that you gain +4 smarts out of it. They apparently gain +20 berries and +4 stamina, whatever that means. Back at your tent, you spot Calculaster fiddling with his ant farm. He's so tender with those small leggy boys. Oh, hello, friend Amira. I was just deriving useful insights from organic life from my ant terrarium. Initially, I was worried that tiny six-legged creatures might not be fitting an analog for more complex life forms. But friend Milo helpfully informed me that we are all tiny six-legged creatures where it counts. Concern averted.
Anything for my ants.
He does look like he's got some pecs. Now I want to go do more push-ups. Lately, I've been focused on giving my little ants the happiest lives possible, if I can just optimize their tiny ant lives. It will help me understand how to make my larger friends happier as well. Recently, however, I have run into an obstacle. As everyone knows, the happiness of an organic being is directly related to how efficient it is at working. And my ants are quite efficient. I hardly know any humans who could vomit so much material into the mouth of their exalted queen. Back to this. Okay. But I wonder, are my ants as efficient as they could be? Surely there must be room for improvement. But I have tried everything I can think of without success. Transmitting a mathematical formula for organizational efficiency didn't help, and neither did telling them to do their best in binary. I'm at a loss. Well, calculators set the bar pretty low in terms of workable solutions. Surely you can think of something that will make these ants into harder workers. Yearly company retreat to Miami. The anticipation alone will fill them with determination. The fantasy of meritocracy. This game is hitting me in the fucking feels so hard. I don't... Brother, I don't know. This one's hard. I should have put the intuition thing on because I don't know what the right option is at this point. I am at a loss. I'm gonna take a drink of water. Let me see. Sorry, I'm considering. I think I'm going to go with the anticipation alone. We have an ad break in about 2 minutes and about 50 seconds for anybody who is not currently subscribed to the channel. So just a heads up. So fun. What an excellent idea. Indeed, I have read that taking a break from staring at screens for a while can have immense positive mental health benefits. Yes. I'm not sure how that research applies to individuals whose faces are literally screens, but this is not about me. It is about these ants. To start things off right, you send the ants on their first 5-day Miami vacation right away. The ants are delighted to finally have a break. They get absolutely trashed on the plane because those little airplane liquor bottles aren't so little when you're an ant. They spend 5 fun-filled days in Miami soaking up the sun, participating in fun team-building activities, and ruining a ton of picnics. A couple of the ants even get involved in a wild caper where the ant police enlist them to go undercover to take down the head lice mafia. I put the emphasis on that wrong. Head lice, not head lice. It's such an action-packed romp that it even gets turned into a TV show. Soon, everybody's talking about the success of Miami Lice. Oh, god damn it. Fuck, my head hurts. They did the joke. They did the joke. Ad break in 90 seconds. The ants return home rejuvenated, pheromones abuzz with tales of their exploits, already planning next year's trip. My goodness, the ants' productivity has increased by 300%. It seems that taking breaks is even more beneficial than I anticipated. Something tells me that it has less to do with the break and more to do with the cocaine the ants smuggled back from Miami. Still, whatever works, you gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Alright, got our creativity back up. Do the woods again? Yeah, we might as well min-max the shit out of this. That day, while hiking through the woods, you find a tree with the words J + S forever carved on it. Aww. Then on another tree you find J is a liar and a cheating hoe. That's less cute. Then on yet another tree you find S, I know you banged like 12 people abroad in Europe. Don't dish what you can't take. On the last tree, S doxes J. It turns out J lives on 7889 +4 Smarts Lane. Boy, you sure can learn a lot from trees. The gasp, the drama. You slip away with Damien and Calculaster for a relaxing stroll through the forest. Not sure why this is the duo you pick for a relaxing stroll, but it's your life. 10 minutes into your walk, Damien checks his backpack. A horrified look spreads across his face.
We're fucking lost.
We don't have food. Ah. Listing facts. My favorite game. Vending machines kill 4 times as many people as sharks do. The average human sheds 40 pounds of skin in their lifetime. Death is inevitable. This isn't a fucking game, Calculaster. We're in the woods without any food. Does the word starvation mean anything to you? Not personally, no. Alright, clearly I'm the only person taking this seriously. We've got to figure out a way to survive, and we've got to do it fast. Cal, give me your leg. Why, friend Damien? So I can eat it to survive. Come on, aren't you a supercomputer or something? Try to keep up. Though I would be happy to help, my leg is composed entirely of metal and plastic, neither of which would be a good source of calories.
Fucking metal.
I'm metal too, so that should be fine. Give me your leg to eat. Counterpoint, could we not instead order a delicious meal at the Forest McDonald's directly behind you? You turn around and sure enough there's a McDonald's in this forest. Thank the invisible hand of the free market.
That just might work.
Oh wow, McDonald's, that's slightly better than eating a severed robot leg. Let's go check out the menu. Only slightly better than a severed robot leg. There you go, McDonald's. I will take that sponsorship money, throw all your marketing cash to me. Oops, how about I not hit my mic? Good shit. Good shit. But soon, this menu sucks. Shamrock shake, but made of actual shamrocks. McDirt. Calculator severed leg. Fillet of fish. I swear, there's not a single thing on this menu I'd be willing to... Oh, shit. McRib is back! McRib is back! Thanks Satan Almighty, McRib is back! I'm sorry, I can't eat a McRib anymore. When A, they look like a chewed up, ran over, treaded dog turd. I don't know. I don't know about that shit anymore. Maybe it's because I'm trying to lose a little bit more weight. Maybe it's because I realize that half the shit I've eaten throughout my life is probably trying to kill me. Who knows? You excitedly rush to the counter to place your order, but when you get there, the cashier tells you that they only take payment in acorns. What the dick? I don't have any acorns, but I need this McRib. There's got to be something we could do. The cashier says they also take payment in Bitcoin, but you already spent all of yours on your subscription to monthly fantasy-themed anal beads. Fuck! This is why I need to read ahead before I actually start talking. God damn it. Looks like it's time for Plan B. Politely explain to the manager that you have a nut allergy and ask for a hypoallergenic payment option. Order some nuts on Uber Eats. Ooh. Do we do the hypoallergenic or Uber Eats? I don't know which one. I don't know. Uber Eats. Okay. So smart. You can't believe you didn't think of this sooner. You open Uber Eats, scroll past all the pizza places and Thai restaurants and place an order at Sylvester's Nut Barn. 45 minutes and several phone calls later, you finally manage to direct the driver to your location. Success! Perfect! Now we've got exactly what we need. Damien takes the bag of nuts from the driver and whacks him in the head with it, knocking the poor guy out. I can finally get that tasty McRib goodness I crave. Damien excitedly reaches into the unconscious driver's chest and breaks off both of his floating ribs. Well, this took a turn. Hell yeah, everybody knows McRibs are better fresh from the torso. Friend Damien, this is not a, I do not believe that you, error, too many simultaneous objections, moral panic imminent. Chill out, Robro. Remember that circle of life chart I helped you make? It clearly shows that predators, that's me, tear out Uber drivers' ribs and eat them all the time. It's nature, baby. Ah, I see. Moral panic averted. I will now proceed to respect murder so long as it takes place in the sanctity of nature. That's more like it. Not to mention without those pesky floating ribs, this guy will totally be able to suck. Well, we're now making the Marilyn Manson reference. Shit. Not to mention without those pesky floating ribs, this guy will totally be able to suck his own dick. Clip it if you want. I don't fucking care. Your generosity truly knows no bounds, friend Damien. I know, right? Hey, what the fuck are all these nuts doing here? I hate nuts. Damien checks the bag of nuts through a window. He then flees through the broken window, still holding the 2 bloody ribs he stole. Pretty standard stuff. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. That took a turn.
Anyone know a good ghost story?
Alright, we gotta go sit by the Dommy Mommy. This is for... Yep, just standard, regular old stuff. Nothing to see here, folks. Dommy Mommy and Calculester, let's go! You see Dahlia and Calculester sitting together. Dahlia is showing Calculester all of her Monster Scout badges, pulling them out one by one as if they're priceless treasures. Nope, we're not doing Mothman. We're here to smooch up the Calculester. And this is my brownie selling badge. I got it by selling the most brownies out of all the Monster Scouts.
I am impressed with your thoughts and actions.
That's lovely, Dahlia. What was your entrepreneurial success strategy for selling the brownies? Actually, Polly helped me with this one. She said she added a secret ingredient to the batter. Whatever it was, people bought it by the buttload. Oh, I see. Yes, Silver, you will be able to lick the screen for a Calculester Hewlett-Packard. I've got tons more. This is my brush your teeth 3 times badge, and here's my shower every day badge, and my K-Beauty Skincare Queen badge.
Is this what people call camping?
Are all of the Monster Scout badges predicated on completing basic organic hygiene? Deal has been sealed. Thank God. Not always. Here's my repurposed an entire skeleton badge. I got that by turning a human skull into a cereal bowl, his spine into a walking stick, and I used his ribs to make a cool xylophone. I love necro arts and crafts. Oh dear. Was the human already dead when this happened? Well, duh, he was actually a twofer. I got his skeleton by completing the rob a grave before the funeral was over badge. Sure enough. Coach was super proud of me, and I think the widow took it pretty well.
Let's get some badges!
I have a lot of the badges already, but there are still so many more to achieve. But Dahlia Aquino never gives up. I gotta earn them all! Friend Dahlia, I am appreciative that you have thought to share this very important thing with me. Of course, buddy. What are friends for? Quite. However, I cannot help but feel a bit conflicted over your desire to earn them all. It seems that many of the Monster Scout badges are morally dubious. And it basically is recycling-ish. What? That's blasphemy! The Monster Scouts are an esteemed organization of plucky young monsters who want to achieve and do good. So you say, but I fail to see how badges like turn a kindergarten class into a police state badge help you achieve and do good. Have you ever been in a kindergarten classroom before? Those little snotheads have no order or sense of duty. A police state would vastly improve their puny society. This has been a great reminder to never let Dahlia get into childcare. But in the meantime, which of your friends are you going to back in this Monster Scout debate? But Dahlia, how do you plan to get the questioning the Monster Scout badge system's integrity badge. Yeah, now or the that's exactly what someone trying to beat Dahlia's badge record would say. Don't fall for it. We're trying to spook calculus or something. Oh, I never thought about that before.
Not enough memory to process this.
I can't believe that's a legitimate badge. Why does it even exist? It seems a bit counterintuitive. Though perhaps the Monster Scout organization isn't so bad if it's open-minded enough to invite its followers to think critically about the system. Yes, I see now. This invitation for introspection allows Monster Scouts room for growth and judgment. How nice! By this metric, the Monster Scout organization is actually more ethically advanced... Ethically advanced than several world governments. Who cares about any of that? My world is falling apart! You're right, Cal. You're always right. Are Monster Scout badges really worth anything if they're betraying my mindless, blind faith like this? But can you really blame the badges for your faith in them being compromised? Of course I can! Maybe I don't know nothing as meaning anymore! Who's this motherfucker? Great job, Dahlia. I'm so proud of you. Gah, Coach, go away. I can't let you see me like this. Questioning authority, doubting Monster Scout propaganda. It's not who I really am. I swear. It's okay. Critical thought, openness to questioning everything, embracing the confusing aspects of reality and existential dread. Those are all aspects of every Monster Scout should master. I'm proud to award you with your Questioning the Monster Scout Badge System's Integrity Badge. But sorry, kids, I gotta go. I walked out on my colonoscopy for this. Stay in school! How does one just walk out of a colonoscopy? I'm not sure if I want this badge or any of the badges. I think I need to lie down. Amira, this is fantastic. I'm so happy that we could help Dahlia achieve this level of personal growth. I would give you a badge for that if I had any. Perhaps instead I could reward you with a soft collision of our bodies assisted by our arms. I believe you organics call it a hug. That's way better. You're sure Dahlia will be back to her bombastic, badge-loving self by tomorrow. For now, you're going to milk this hug for as long as you can. Hand-holding and now hugs.
Where to go now?
Boldness and creativity are lagging. But we still got that bonus from the boots. His face is a heart. Come on, Amira. Can you keep up? Can you keep up? Can you come on? Come on. Can you? Can you? Okay, I'm done fucking around. We'll do smarts because Calculatron enjoys that. While you're hiking through the woods, you accidentally step on a pile of leaves covering a massive hole. It was a trap! An evil goblin hunter is a goblin who hunts, or someone who hunts goblins, you'll never know, appears. They were the one who put the trap in there. This is it. You're done. You get ready to embrace death, but the goblin hunter only set the trap to get someone to help them to do their math homework. Well, that sounds about right. They'll only let you leave if you help them. You don't have any other option here. It's a bit boring, but you actually learn some useful calculus. You gain +4 smarts. You spot calculus, you're fiddling with what looks like a compass. You ask to borrow it because you have a strong desire for any object that contains the word ass. Though it pains me to deny your request, Amira, I simply must decline. This is an experimental compass which I am using for a special project. You ask him why his experimental compass has replaced the word north with great job.
Is this what people call camping?
For encouragement. You see, this is no ordinary compass. What I am attempting to construct here is a moral compass. Knew this joke was coming at some point. During my tenure at Spooky High, and subsequently here at Camp Spooky, I've noticed that many of our peers are, shall we say, morally challenged. It's not their fault. I know. All monsters are fundamentally good. They are merely confused. And possibly sociopaths. So in order to help them know what is right and hopefully to do a bit less crimes, I am constructing this device to help point them in the right direction. Give me just a second. The trouble is, whereas ordinary compasses orient themselves according to the Earth's magnetic north, I do not know what ought to serve as my compass's moral north. Jesus. At first I was sure it should point at Oprah, but then I learned that she's breeding an army of snake people infused with her DNA in order to take over the world. That won't do it all. With so many Oprah snake clones slithering around, the compass won't know where to point. What an odd fucking quest this is. Oh, but I have another idea. I can ask you for help. You are clearly a paragon of virtue, as evidenced by the fact that you are always following me around trying to please me. What do you think I should use for my moral north? 500 copies of Immanuel Kant's Critique of Pure Reason buried at a crossroads. Whoever's at the top of the official World Karma scoreboard. Okay. 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 I got an ad starting in about a minute and a half. Just for the record. 500 copies of Immanuel Kant. Yeah. Let's see. But where will we get 500 copies of Kant's seminal moral work on such short notice? Oh, you already got them. Last page of the Critique of Pure Reason reads, by the way, the greatest categorical imperative of all is to go out and buy 499 more copies of the Critique of Pure Reason. Thank goodness you decided to express your morality through consumerism, Amira. How very modern. Come, let us bury your books. You head out into the woods with a couple of shovels and get to digging. It's nice to share some manual labor time with your metal pal. You get all sweaty from the hard work. Cal doesn't, though, so he asks you to smear some of your sweat on him so he can feel included. So romantic. I don't think sharing sweat is what one might call romantic. I'm not. Don't think so. Mm-mm. Oh. Okay, there it is. At last you finish burying all 500 copies. Only then do you remember books aren't magnetic. Dang! But suddenly... Look, Amira! My compass is going haywire! And the ground is... Is it shaking? It is indeed. From the pit full of books, a glowing blue hand emerges. Oh my, it appears the books we planted have sprouted into a morally ideal person. It's just as Kant wrote in chapter 7. The morally ideal person rises from the dirt. Their eyes glow with golden light. They have... Yep, here we go. You're getting ready to clip this. I know you are. They have big titties and a huge wiener. There you go. Big titties, huge wiener. Daddy likey. Hello, morally ideal person. What is your name? The only name that is categorically correct to have, says the apparition. Douglas. Hello, Douglas. Would you like to be the moral north for the compass I am making? Well, says Douglas, I was going to travel the earth righting wrongs with my supernatural powers of moral reasoning. But it is categorically imperative to do nice things for people when they ask you to. Very well. I will stand here for eternity in order to power your dodgy compass. Alright, we are in the middle of an ad break. Wow, you truly are a paragon of virtue. Thank you, Douglas. I will come and visit you all the time. By the way, can I call you Doug? That would be like calling Immanuel Kant Manny K, says Douglas. Indeed, I am already learning so much about moral reasoning. Farewell, Douglas. I shall visit you every day. Cal stays true to his word, and the lessons he learns from Douglas make him an even sweeter boy than he was already. As for you, you content yourself with +2 charm and +1 smarts. I think I'm just going to max out smarts at this point. Today you decide to hike all the way across the woods. You want to see what's on the other side. It's a long, treacherous hike that ends up only taking an hour. I guess these woods aren't that big after all. How do you and your friends get lost in them so often? Anyway, it turns out there's a library on the other side of the woods. You go in, read some books or something, and gain +4 smarts. It's a beautiful day at Camp Spooky, and Calculester is taking the opportunity to show off his succulents. You see, friend of Myra, I did not want my succulents to feel left out of the camp spirit, so I have been making each of them tiny Camp Spooky appropriate outfits. Each one will be receiving a tiny scout sash, then with even tinier scout badges and individual bathing suits they can wear while I spray them with mist. Calculester is so adorable when he talks about his plans, you can't help but stare lovingly into his face as he speaks. Well, 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 why am I not surprised? Yet another camper staring intently at a screen instead of enjoying the great outdoors. Look at this bitch. Who's this? Camp Spooky isn't about using electronics. It's about engaging in classical activities like scouting and swimming and doing manual labor to benefit the camp. And yet here you all are, on your phones. This does sound like every old fucking person. Thank you for the redeem. Shake that ass, Death. I'm going to say this and it's going to trigger a bunch of people. Get off your phones. Talk to one another. Explain that Calculester is not, in fact, a phone, but rather a sentient being and, in fact, a fellow camper under her charge. Friend of Myra is right. Friend camp director Miss Weaving, you and I have interacted multiple times. I have book, I refuse to talk. Fair enough. That's what students and their phones always say to try to justify their technology addiction and neglect their real-world responsibility. Yep, I was waiting for Rufus. I was waiting for somebody to go, God damn it! You have left me with no choice. I'm afraid I'm going to have to confiscate all screens from you until you've kicked this nasty habit. Quick as a flash, Camp Director Miss Weaving grabs Calculester and starts trying to put him in her pocket. Help! Help! I'm being kidnapped! No, you're not. You're being confiscated. There's a huge difference. It has to do with whether I consider you as a person or not. Whether I consider you a person or not. Rescue me, friend of mine! Rescue me from friend Camp Director Miss Weaving, who is not being a good friend at all right now. You can't get, like, Calculester be kidnapped, computer napped, confiscated, whatever. He can't be taken away. You need to find a way to convince Camp Director Miss Weaving that your relationship with Calculester is far from an unhealthy addiction. Given your history of spending all your time and energy trying to impress one classmate with no regard for school or extracurriculars, this may not be true, but you still need to convince her. Oh my god. Show her a really unhealthy addiction by digging up your old Garfield Conspiranoia blog. Show her you're addicted to sex with machines anonymous computer chip, which proves your relationship with robots has been healthy for 10 months. I don't know what to say. What do you all think is the smart move here? Because... because I'm thinking the bottom one will be like, Calculuster will be like, wait, hold the fuck on. You had a robot sex addiction. And then the top one, maybe that will show that you've reflected that you've had therapy, but I don't know. I have no idea. I think I'm gonna do the unhealthy addiction. Fuck it. You pull out your cell phone to access your old Tumblr. You have 10, but you specifically access the Garfield one. This appears to be a link to a 40-page document explaining your belief that Garfield was murdered 10 years ago and replaced with a look-alike cat. Yeah, so you explain that this is the abridged version containing approximately 20% of your total findings on the matter. One part hazards that this new cat is actually allergic to lasagna, and all recent depictions of lasagna are clearly disguised meatloaf, indistinguishable from lasagna. But if it's indistinguishable from lasagna, how would you know if it's not lasagna? You take out a Garfield comic clip from the newspaper and demonstrate exactly how you know by licking it. Yeah. You pull out another Garfield strip from a different era and encourage her to lick each lasagna and see if she can tell for herself that they are completely different. Camp director Miss Weaving declines, like a fool who is too afraid to see the truth which is right in front of her. Instead, she moves on to your next blog post. This is a vast spiraling multicolored chart claiming to offer inextricable proof that Garfield and Naruto take place in the same universe. Your eyes light up as you explain the deeper meaning behind each color choice and how even the font choices add a layer to the story, but Miss Weaving talks right over you. This one is simply entitled Hidden Symbology in Garfield is the innocent comic strip the way the powerful cult known as the Grand Orange Lodge secretly communicates with its adepts worldwide to fulfill their agenda of erasing the day Monday from calendars. Yes, your piece de resistance. You dive into the intricate details of the conspiracy, which touch on everything from the back of the $1 bill to the melting point of steel beams. God damn it. Alright, Camper Myra, I've heard more than enough. This is far more disturbing than ever I could have anticipated. I thought that by taking away this robot would be enough, but clearly you need far more help than a simple confiscation of your friend can provide. Also, I am now uncertain as to whether or not I even am friend of Myra's friend. Based on the depth of their observation, I esteemed a high probability that friend of Myra only befriended me so as to use my service to research the Garfield conspiracy. Is this true? Is this why you befriended Mr. Hewlett Packard? You start to protest, but you've hurt Calculuster enough for one day. You can't bear to add insult to injury by lying on top of it all. Instead, you rush into an explanation about how it may have started that way, that at first you only saw him as a means to an end, and then the end was Garfield theories, but the more you got to know and love him, the more that changed, and now you genuinely love him for him. I'm sorry, unfriend Amara. Fuck! But the trust has been broken. It is too late. It looks like Camp Director Miss Weaving didn't need to confiscate Calculuster from you after all. You did it all on your own. You also lose 2 boldness and 1 fun.
Anyone know a good ghost story?
Fuck! Well, how do we salvage this one? We've got 1 more week. And then the meteor shower. Oh, I accidentally clicked it. I'm sorry. You find Milo and Calculester drinking enough wine to bleed France dry, which is odd because, you know, Calculester doesn't have a mouth.
Welcome to a new day with Milo Belladonna.
Ah, I have to say, I think that the natural crispness of this Pinot Grigio pairs nicely with the gooey processed sweetness of the toasted marshmallow. Yet the Syrah's smoky undertones, and undoubtedly, I don't know if I said that correctly, and I'm hoping to God Dante is not here to laugh at my lack of wine knowledge. He is not, thank God. Okay. I think that's a nice box of red wine is exactly what I need to relax after an exhausting PTA meeting and a thoroughly unsatisfying lovemaking session with my husband Greg. Look at the screen. Look at his face. Look at Calculus's face. Oh my God. Wow. What on earth are you talking about? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Was my meaning not clear enough? Perhaps this minion meme will suffice to explain my thoughts. Look, here it says, I whine because my kids whine. What a clever little pun. Where are you getting your sommelier information from? Don't think it's a terribly credible source. Sigh. I fear you are right, friend Milo, but I have no taste buds, and so I have resorted to Google searching I love wine in order to formulate my critique. But I dearly wish to participate somehow. It seems that the bitter taste of wine and divorce are integral to the organic experience. How can I be a part of it? What a fascinating aesthetic question. Truly, how can a wholesome computer boy enjoy a wine tasting? Let's see. Wine tasting isn't about taste, it's about the drama. How does the wine make you reflect on the fleeting, flavorful joys of life? Or, it's okay, Cal. Nobody actually drinks wine at a tasting anyway. Just swirl it around and throw two random adjectives together and people will think you're cultured as hell. Ooh, I am almost out of water. I'm thinking... It's about the drama. How does the wine make you reflect on the fleeting, flavorful joys of life? Because he's wanting to understand, right? He's wanting to understand humanity. He's wanting to understand organic culture. Maybe I'm overthinking this. It is a dating sim silly game. The second one? Are you sure? This goes tits up. We blame Silver. Understand? Good call, Silver. Oh, how exciting. Now I can finally put that random adjective generator I impulsively downloaded to good use. There's actually more to wine tasting than just making things up. And are you sure? Because after swirling this cup of Merlot around a bit, I dub it acutely voluptuous due to its innovative use of plums. Okay, what do you think about this Pinot Blanc? How delightful. The beverage's 14.2% alcohol content is both bombastic and slender. I never would have thought to describe it that way. Could it be that the most refined taste of all is no taste? Miko! What is up? We're dating silly monster people. We're trying to hit on the robot guy. I need to figure out a way to program it that when you fucking, that is exactly what Silver said to do, is to lick him. Yeah. That is exactly, oh my god, great minds. Oh my god. Great minds, horny minds.
Awesomeness levels critical.
And here we have this rustic brown wine. Its cinnamon overtones are violently hedonistic. Yum! Have an ad start in about 40 or about 50 seconds. Just a heads up. That's actually whiskey, darling, but I admire your spirit nonetheless. I am not ruining the day. I think. Oh, it was? Well, that explains why you're pissed drunk after drinking 3 full glasses of it. This cow's happy with you. It's a voluptuously bombastic evening. Or is it bombastically voluptuous? Whatever, you're wasted, you have fun. Bring out your flasks! I'll take a gamble. We'll do gamble this time. Weekend arrives, and so it's time to visit Juan, the small magical Latino cat. Look who's here. Welcome to my bar. Really, I don't know who in their right mind would take such a risk. I guess you have more thirst than common sense. Anyway, check this drink out. Cosmopolitan drink of the day. Quite appealing, right? Don't know if I'd drink that, but the real question is, would you? I also have this mystery box, because at this point, who knows what you drink? I think we take the Cosmo, because that looks really cool. Yeah, no, totally. I was testing your common sense. And you passed! Your prize is the drink you chose. Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan received its name because it disrupts the very core of the cosmos. Thanks to it, any stat effect is now doubled for you, for better or for worse. Hope you can stomach that. Happy trails! Okay. So, did it say any stat is doubled? Creativity? Which one was creativity? Yeah, this was creativity. Creativity. That day, the Monster Scouts hike around the camp, cleaning up litter to respect nature and stuff. Nobody but Coach gives a damn about picking up trash, but it does quickly become a contest to find the coolest garbage. Some find used condoms, others find weirdly shaped fruit. You somehow find a Rembrandt. It's an original. The mystery of how the Rembrandt ended up there will go on to trigger the most epic adventure you all will go on during the summer. But it won't happen on screen. But you still gain +2 creativity just by looking at it, so magnificent. Afterwards, you get yourself trapped in one of Coach's famous lectures about the dangers of wild animals. And this dangerous invasive species continues to roam the woods, abandoned by their dark masters, purposeless. They're a plague on the natural wildlife. But I am confused, friend Coach. Do these creatures really deserve such torment? All they did was invent the former Google Plus platform. Surely that is not grounds for... Casp, Google Plus? Is that what you've been talking about while I ignore everyone in live stream? The psychopaths behind that global tragedy are here? I do not understand how a social media platform could be synonymous with the word tragedy. No, Calculus, darling, you are too innocent and naive to understand. Google Plus was a festering boil on the smooth, perfect skin of social media. It was completely unusable, and yet it was everywhere. YouTube, Google accounts, in your backyard, knocking on your window, asking when you finally post a status. And now it's forever. Its former developers have been loosed into our woods instead of being properly rehomed in other failing companies. They've completely disrupted local ecosystems, littering their electric scooters everywhere and offering a crowdsourced alternative to birds. Nice. But birds already exist. Why would anyone want to crowdfund a product to fill a hole in the market that doesn't exist? Don't you get it? This is Google Plus we're talking about. They made their careers on filling in holes in markets that don't exist. This epidemic must be quelled, and the Google Plus developers captured. Otherwise, they might start Google Plus again. I can't go back to those dark days. That's why us four have got to capture them. With your combined efforts and my brilliant leadership, we should have this problem fixed before the fat lady can scream for help. I don't know how I feel about that last sentence. Not to lie. Little scuzzy. Don't feel that was on the up and up. Not a great day for old UncaMikey. Now, let's see. All we need to do is slide into their DMs. That stands for Dirt Mansions, which is where they've been living. That actually isn't what that stands for. And then we photobomb them until they're too weak to fight back. And then we relocate them to our thirst trap. We can find lots of those on Channing Tatum's Instagram. Or mine. You know, because I've been doing the working out. I mean, getting in shape. I literally am wearing a shirt right now that says, I shit you not, my mother bought me this shirt. It says, yes, with a body like this, who needs hair? That's my mom. Thanks, Mom. Okay, clearly Coach is worse than useless in this situation. Do you have any ideas on how to round up this invasive species before they roll out another convoluted like system? Stand under this huge net and shout, does anyone have an idea for an app? The perfect lure. Open a new Asian fusion restaurant, but the floor is just a bunch of leaves over a pit of spikes. The lore, the app thing is pretty good. Asian fusion restaurant is pretty good. I think I'm going to go for the lure. I think I'm going to go for the lure. Immediately there's a stampede. You and your friends barely have enough time to climb a tree for cover before a horde of disheveled former Google Plus developers surround you. An app that finds correlations between trending hashtags and your ovulation cycle, cries one. That's way too close to that weird VTuber ovulation tracker that some asshole built. That's an app that reads your palm and tells you what your spiritual soup flavor is, says another. A dating app that tells you where the nearest bowl of unclaimed pasta is. We'll call it Send Nudes. Jesus fuck Christ. Wow, these developers certainly seem to have gone a bit feral. For instance, one of them appears to be dismantling my leg in an effort to find a microchip capable of powering a pizza delivery drone. While you try and beat the Google Plus devs off of Cal's leg with a crowbar, one of them suggests an app that repels crowbars, Milo appears to be egging them on. This is going somewhere, kids.
Should do a collab.
I'm hearing a lot of great ideas, people, but none of these has yet to really Thank you for the redeem, Eric. We could scream, they say, wow, wow, wow. Yes, good pitch. But could you all try standing in a tight-knit circle beneath this interestingly shaped tree cover and screaming even louder? That didn't scare you. Did young Frankenstein scare you, Silver? Is that what I'm hearing? Coach lets the net drop on them. They continue screaming "wow" louder and louder as if that will free them somehow. You, Milo, and Calculator roll the former Google Plus devs into a lake where they can no longer harm anybody with their useless inventions. Here's to environmental preservation and putting an end to shitty social media. You gain +4 smarts and +2 charm. You may have jumped. Okay. What, we get the creativity up again? That's what I think. I think we should do. Yeah. Okay. A day, Monster Scouts, you learn to make your very own clothes in the wild. Someone suggests a fashion show, so afterwards you all put on your outfits and show them off. If you'd known that would be the result, you probably would have made something other than a leaf and stick thong and vine woven nipple tassels. Needless to say, nobody will be forgetting your performance anytime soon. You gain +2 creativity. But that's all dumb bullshit compared to what you're really at camp for. Intimate moments with your synthetic crush Calculator. I literally just read that almost verbatim in my head as if it was the AI from Dungeon Crawler Carl. I may have a problem with those audiobooks. Anyway. You slip away at the first possible moment so you can spend the afternoon with him, romantically going through a book of photographs and telling him which ones are faces. Silver, you don't have a full-on addiction. So this is a cleverly disguised trick. You see, this is an intervention, Silver. I'm sorry to do this to you, but we've noticed how much money you've been spending lately on these books, and Ryu has told me that, you know, it's gotten to an unhealthy level. You've basically been screaming Mongo is appalled anytime he tries to correct you on something. It's not good. It's not good. You've talked to him at length about stat points. Yes, I know. The little dinosaur is very cute and all, but I am Carl. That is, truer words have never been spoken. Yes, you are Princess Donut, the Queen, and Chonk. But look, in all seriousness, we just really care about you. Deeply, truly. We just want nothing but the best for you. What we would like for you to do is maybe back off purchasing books. I've tried to buy the goddamn books, and you know what you did? You fucking went and bought the books anyway. I'm trying to repay you for all the editing and shit you do. Miko, get on her ass, please. Everybody, get on her ass. She's supposed to take payment from me. Jockey, don't bring up the fact that I still owe you money. I'm waiting for the payout from this month. No, please don't quit, Silver. Please don't quit. Miko, she has a very unhealthy obsession with Dungeon Crawler Carl and may have bought almost all the books at this point. It's a thing. Anyway, I think I'm going to go back from this bit a little bit because... Yes, boss. I'll get back to my work. And didn't you also pre-order the special edition one? And the graphic novel. God damn it. Back to the game, because we need to hurry up. Which one are faces? He leans in to get a higher resolution view of one of the images, bringing his face within inches of your face. The moment is unmistakable. You lean in and kiss him tenderly on the screen. It tastes like television. You rub your lips and tongue passionately across the slightly warm glass surface. But he's not kissing you back! What are you doing, Amira? Are you attempting to clean my screen? Allow me to provide you with a moist disinfectant wipe. No! You explained a bit embarrassed that you were trying to kiss him. Did y'all like how I read that, by the way? I've been told I should read erotica. Keep reading. Yeah, it's gotcha.
Initializing love.exe.
Love.exe! Yes, baby! Oh, a kiss! I am delighted to add this to my tally of formative adolescent experiences. And yet, though I like you very much, I cannot help but think that this kiss was not as arousing for me as it was for you. Kissing, you see, requires a mouth, which I do not have. I am glad that the hyper-realistic mouth on my screen fooled you, but it is only a simulacrum. I experience similar problems when attempting eating, and don't even get me started on pooping. You'd rather not. It's already kind of ruining the romantic mood. What you really need is some other way to emotionally/physically connect with Calculester. What's the robotic equivalent of smooching? Come on. You've spent your whole horny life training for a situation like this. Alright, Miko. You're overly horny. Silver, you are as well. I'm gonna need your help on this. Upload an image of your lips to this hard drive via the most intimate medium, a 3.5-inch floppy, or whisper beautiful numbers to each other. Which will get a point across to him. What would you... The first one? First one? Silver, what do you think? I think I'm with Miko. Miko, you say whisper? Damn it. You guys are divided. Fuck. I was hoping this would be a slam dunk. Coin toss time. I don't have a coin. Motherfucker. Oh, that's a good point, Silver. We have our smarts at 25. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try this. Beautiful numbers. Goodness, Amira, I didn't realize we'd reached that stage in a relationship. Good thinking. If kissing is anything like math, then I am beginning to understand why organics are so obsessed with it. Come, friend Amira, stare into my simulated eyes and tell me a beautiful number. You start with the classic. 531-800... 531-80008. And for those of you who are not as cultured as some, that's what that spells. Ooh, how naughty. Personally, I am a fan of the so-called sexy primes. Any pair of primes which differ by exactly 6. 11 and 17 are particularly raunchy, don't you think? Not as romantically, not as raunchy as 0101001001010101001000. You counter. Eggplant. Wow, you know how to spell sex in binary? You truly are a numerical Casanova. That's not all you know how to do, you tell him. You proceed to list as many digits of pi as you can remember. You're soon out of 1415926.535 territory and into the much more sultry 36001133.053 zone. Dear me, Amira, I had no idea you were such an experienced lover of pie. Go on, keep reciting. I can take it. You don't need to be told twice. You breeze right past 6713909 and thrust boldly forward towards 147723514. Don't. Don't stop. Don't stop. I think my memory buffer is about to overflow. 64676788952. Error, arousal overload, venting chassis to avoid CPU meltdown. A blast of hot air explodes from Calculus's body, causing him to convulse in ecstasy. When the steam clears, you see that he's ejected a sheet of paper from his printer. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, this is tremendous. It's your name and his inside an ASCII heart. Aww. You overwhelmed Calculuster with your erotic numerology and made it through this entire outcome without mentioning 69. Nice. You gain +4 creativity and +2 smarts. That is... Yeah. You're probably going to have to manually cut that because I think Twitch only lets you do like a minute or so. The last day of summer is here. Who will be your summer love? We're going with Calculuster, of course. Ask Calculuster to go to the meteor shower.
Let's start a fire.
You finally gather the courage and ask your beloved to watch the meteor shower with you. You desire a summer fling with me? Well, my summer research has indicated that a summer romance is an integral part to having the perfect camp experience. And according to my diagnostic scan of all of our fellow campmates, you are indeed the most desirable match by a 0.6% margin. In that case, I would love to be your fling. The last day of camp was lovely. Before the meteor shower, Calculuster took you on a romantic hike and pointed out all different types of plants and wildflowers along your walk. He taught you which flower arrangements meant what, back in the Victorian era when people used super impractical communication methods like flower arrangements. During the shower, Calculuster surprised you with a bouquet he arranged. Fennel for flattery, a tulip for passion, and a printed out JPEG of a red rose. On the back of the picture was typed, "Apologies, red roses are not found in the wilderness often, but I still like you very much. Heart C." There are 1,196 outcomes. 2 out of 82 special stuff. No secret endings. No new outcomes, no new special stuff. Oh, that must have been from the last game. Holy shit. Before we knew it, those weeks were gone. It felt like a hot minute, and it felt like an entire lifetime. That night, as we saw summer coming to an end, we all wondered what would come next for us. It felt like the end of something big. Little did we know that life still had many wonders and misadventures in store for us. Now I'm older and I can see it, how those years became the foundation of the mythology of our lives. Broken hearts turned to tragedies sung for centuries, wild nights became epics treasured forever. Every kiss and every laugh is now a consolation we'll always find while gazing into the starry night, no matter how many years go by. Even today I can still close my eyes and I'm there. On that last summer night, feeling like I was just starting to live life. With all of my friends around that campfire, so young and unafraid, and so ready to start.
If making content wasn't hard enough to worry about this stuff, like losing all your revenue or getting your third strike, but not with Monster Camp. Streaming Monster Camp, you won't get a strike. Playing Monster Camp, just fine. So now that we're here, my name is Claudia Martinez. Oh yeah, I made most of the music for the game. What did you think of it? Come on, just go and buy it. Please buy it, Dali and Damin have me looked up writing songs for Pentagram and they won't let me go until we sell 1 million copies. Streaming Monster Camp.
Streamer safe credit songs. You just unlocked the Flask Genie. Just unlocked Poison. You just unlocked Stat Smoothie. Oh my god. That was really fun. I was laughing my ass off. Never coming by again so soon. Ah shit, I completely forgot my lines. Something, welcome to the Meta Shop. You can look around, whatever, while I get caught up. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we can buy sketch packs. Alternative playable characters sketch pack. Horny Halloween outfit pack. Yeah, we're buying that. Yeah. I bet you have fun with that one. So we'll give you all something to come back to. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of our time together. I am so sad to see you all go, but I am way over my streaming time. And my wife, I think, is heading home and probably going to get mad at me. But that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our first playthrough of Monster Camp. Well, you came in late, Miko. I can't help it. I'm sorry. But you can catch the VOD either off of my twitch.tv/UncaMikey or as the or the youtube.com @UncaMikey VOD channel. Of course, you guys can find all that stuff inside of our socials. And it's been a blast hanging out with you guys. And I guess I will talk to y'all later. Thank you, Eric. I'll see you guys later. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Have a good night, everybody. Okay, so that was the part for Silver to be able to do the ending stuff. I'm going to send us on a raid stupid quick. And see who got available. Don't mind. Holy crap, Amelie is playing The Wolf Among Us. Oh my god. That's tremendous. Let me see who we got available. I guess. Oh, I guess Roombear quit early today. Damn. Okay. No, Roombear's still up. Okay. Dumpster diving for Nix or Nax. So I'm thinking either Runebear or would it be funny if we raided over to Amelie? Because that'd be funny. So y'all go from one story game to another. Sure. All right, we're gonna kick it on over to Runebear. Set up our raid. Raid message, which you guys can copy and paste in. I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. Cancel out the music. Here we go.